Welcome to Thors Hammer, a roundtable discussion on the Minnesota Vikings by Viking fans from around the country. Each week we gather and discuss and hammer out everything about the Minnesota Vikings. What we saw the previous week, what we see in store for the upcoming matchup, and a few surprises along the way. Join us each week as we launch on a new adventure. It's here. It's Thors Hammer.
Hello again, and thank you all for joining us on Thors Hammer. I'm your host, Viking Bob. We're already sitting in Eric the Reds at a nice table. So everyone say hello. We even brought our bankrolls, Papa Scott, today.
Hey, yeah, I'm back. I got to pay some bills, but I'm back.
What's up, everybody?
Jason, how you guys doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How are you?
All right. Well, let me start off by saying what a great weekend for Minnesota sports football this weekend.
Yeah, how about a big skull? Another Viking victory.
Don't forget the CUMA.
Yes.
Right?
That was awesome.
Beat Penn State. Moved into the top 10. Ranked 7th now, something like that.
The AP poll came out, they're number 4.
Ooh, all right, even moved up.
Yeah.
But the college playoffs has them like 8th, I think it is, 7th or 8th. So many different college, I don't know, whatever. So congratulations to them. They have a nice program going. Let's not blow it this weekend by losing to Iowa.
No.
I hope not. It's, go as far as you can. Congratulations to that team, and let's keep it going. Sunday night primetime game. The Vikings were in Dallas. And somehow we never win in prime time, but we did.
Yes.
So that's why it was such a great weekend.
Yeah. How about that prediction? 31-24 Minnesota.
You were close. I said 21-17. So I missed by a touchdown by both teams. So we're all right there. We'll get into that. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Jason, you weren't even here. How'd you pick one?
Yeah. Oh, well, I wasn't on the show, but I said on a couple message boards, I said 27-24 Vikings.
I don't believe it. Get the hell out of here.
We'll take your word for it.
On a message board. Yeah, I've heard that one before.
This one time at band camp.
Yeah, what happens on a message board stays on a message board.
All right, Jason's buying next round.
Yeah. Hey, man, isn't it about time we use Rudy? Holy cow.
Oh, yeah. What a catch.
Oh, I know. That was
First
awesome.
touchdown, what a catch.
Yeah.
What a throw, too. Whose cousins think he is? Mahomes?
No, Tavares Jackson.
Oh, no, that was a different type of jump. Different type of jump altogether. All right, Jason, give us a quick rundown of what happened Sunday night.
I thought the Vikings had a really excellent game plan. They attacked the weakness of the Dallas defense, which is their linebackers in coverage with a lot of screens to Dalvin Cook, and that took away the aggressiveness of their defensive scheme. So I thought that Kevin Stefanski did a great job, with his offensive game plan, and Cousins and Cook both delivered. And defensively, it was a bend but don't break type of philosophy, but they did what they had to do. Then they wanted to take away Ezekiel Elliott. They did. Held him to, I believe, 42 or 47 yards, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then they
47.
Yeah, 47. And they made a couple plays at the end, exactly when they needed to, and that's how you do it against a quality opponent.
Yeah, it was certainly frustrating to watch that the defense get passed on all the time. But I guess that's the thing that happens when you commit to stopping Ezekiel Elliott. And hey, they came out on top. That's all that matters.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, they gave up almost 40 yards passing, but they only gave up 50 yards rushing. So live by the sword, die by the sword, really, right?
Oh, yeah.
Once you win the game, maybe would anybody feel better if they rushed for 150, only threw for 300? You know?
No, we would have lost by that.
Yeah, I mean 450 yards total offense, pretty much for the Cowboys. It was 450 yards total offense.
Yeah.
How they did it didn't matter. You know?
I think the D did exactly what they wanted to do: is take Zeke out of the game, and make Dak beat him. And he put up some yards, but he didn't get quite enough points.
Yeah.
That's pretty much, don't tell anybody this, but that's pretty much what other teams need to do to us: stop Cook and make Cousins beat them.
Yeah. Well, it's happened before.
Yeah, exactly. So don't tell anybody though.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Well, the Bears did a great job of doing that, but I mentioned this numerous times before in the show, that bad game planning in that game. You knew they would come out to stop Cook, but
I think Cousins will make him pay as long as he starts out good. He just can't start out 0 for 3 like he did the previous game. I don't know. It's just unraveled from there. But last Sunday night looked great. Had some overthrows, but everybody does. Can't be perfect, and can't really overthrow Rudy apparently.
Yeah. He's got to have a chip on his shoulder though too. That seems pretty apparent.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's he's on pace to do what he did last year, and what he did last year, no other quarterback's ever done it.
Yeah.
Throw for 4,000, complete over 70%, throw for 30 touchdowns, and have 10 less interceptions. This year, he only has 3 picks. And, like I said, he's on the same pace, if not better than last year. And again, no other quarterback's ever done it, but people will keep giving the guy shit that he can't win a big game. Well, last time I checked, football was the ultimate team game.
Yeah, it is, but you know what? It's going to take a lot to dispel that or to change those numbers. I mean, the facts are that he's not been successful in those situations.
High pressure situations
on a consistent basis. So, but hey, he's our quarterback. I'll stick behind him, and he can put it together from here on out. As far as I'm concerned, I hope he does.
Yeah, he's definitely not turning the ball over.
No.
Not this year at all. He's fumbled a lot less too. Knock on wood, all that good stuff. He's getting rid of the ball. He's throwing them away instead of taking sacks.
Yeah.
So his game has really become even more evolved this year. But we can break that down a little while later. But
I tell you what, the refs sure tried to give that game away.
When don't they? Was it the second half of the Vikings game? I think they finally flew in from Green Bay.
Yeah.
I saw that Green Bay game, but
I don't know that they wanted to give him a touchdown on that what they thought was a fumble, and I mean, I don't know. You hate to see that. I'm glad it didn't come down to a controversial call like that. So
yeah, I'm not digging it. But let's break it down a little bit more. Cook, I think he had 100 yards until the last play, then we lost like 4. He ended up with 97.
Yep. Yeah.
But, so what is he, like 6 yards short of 1,000? Something like that. So he's right there.
I think he's 991, yeah.
991? All right, that was like 994. Whatever, I think he's going to make it. I just think he is.
All right, let's find some wood there.
Yeah.
Oh, you got Madison,
he's gonna get hurt.
Shut
coming off the plane or something.
Good golly, holy cow! Maybe you start better hitting your head on the table instead of your knuckles. Yeah. Jeez. You better drink.
Let's count that Anderson field goal. That's gonna go through no matter what. He hasn't missed
yet. Every time
yet.
you make a negatory statement, you drink. That's 2 now.
All right, we're drunk by 5 minutes into the show then, this guy.
Yeah, we call it Thors Hammered for a reason.
Yeah, that's how I originally named the show, guys. Believe it or not. If anyone has ever heard our first season, yeah.
Hey, how about a big shout out to Eric the Reds?
Yeah.
Big skull,
yeah,
Eric the Reds. Man, this place is awesome. Right on the the shadows of the old Metro US Bank Stadium.
Oh, I can almost stagger out of here and get to the US Bank Stadium. I can, but staggering takes a long while, you know?
Yeah, you might as well roll.
The walk here takes me 5 minutes. The walk back, the difference is staggering. Anyway, thank you. I'll be here all week.
Boom.
So you head into, we saw what Cook did. We saw what Madison did, 6.5 average. Receive, but Cook, the team's actually using screens a lot more. I'm impressed. It's like they listen to the show.
What's good to see during those screens is those big guys out front.
Yeah.
It's nice to see linemen out there actually doing something. And I think the line needs to have some credit given for their blocking. Their run blocking has been pretty good. Haven't seen Cook getting hit in the backfield like we saw Peterson getting hit in the backfield.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, this is all what I believe that Gary Kubiak's vision was when he and Stefanski were designing this offense and picking players like Garrett Bradbury in the draft to lead this offensive line. Just guys that can get out quickly in space and make these big plays happen.
Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I mean, take away the first probably 3 games off offense, I wasn't keen on it. Since then, I like what they've seen. They've been doing a lot more up-tempo, hurry-up offense, getting Cousins in his rhythm, and that to me is what's really turned this offense around. It's my opinion. I'm no expert. I only pretend to be on TV.
Well, I tell you what. Look at Dalvin Cook and Madison. Those guys are interchangeable. There's times when you see Madison running and you think it's Cook, and you're like, man, this team is not one-dimensional. You try to make us one-dimensional, it's tough. It's tough, especially if Cousins is on. Things are looking good.
Well, I mean, look at the end of last season when Murray left us, and people were like, oh no, we're losing a great backup, and they drafted Madison, and many people said, who?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's missing Murray anymore. No offense.
No, not at all. I don't even know where he's done, right? Is he playing for somebody?
Plays for the Saints.
Yeah.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
But it's, like I said, you didn't know where he was playing, so he obviously he's not doing that good, But whatever. It's like we all think we're going to miss people, but we don't. But, okay, as Viking fans, that with about 2 minutes left in the game, who here thought Cowboys coming back to win the game? Raise your hand.
Bingo, right
1,
here.
2, 3. Hey, look at that, 4 of us. People over there waving their hand too.
Yeah, no, I felt the same way. Felt the same way in the watching the Gopher game. We're like, oh man, they're gonna lose this one. They're gonna give it up, and boom, they step it up in the interception. And in this one, Kendricks comes up huge, and blocks that pass away. That was just awesome.
Well, funny you mentioned the Gophers game. Both games eventually ended on a interception in the end zone.
Yep.
On the Hail Mary. I mean, it didn't matter. If you could have dropped it, it wouldn't have mattered, but the game was over on an interception.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't too scared about that happening, but we've seen the worst, There's not much more you can see happen. So
But as Viking fans, we're used to losing at the last, every opportunity we can.
Yeah.
Hey now we've got a drink.
All right, that's
just
negative.
that just pertains
it's
to
not
you.
a fun game, is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
I think you were just thirsty.
It's all fun and games till someone slips a Vicagra in your drink.
I love these drinks.
Yeah, pour another stiff one.
That's right.
What was most impressive about that win was we did it without Thielen and without Linval Joseph.
Yeah.
And Trey Wayne.
Yeah, that without Linval Joseph going into that game, I was like, oh man, we're gonna have a tough time stopping the run. but you know what? They stepped up. Obviously, I mean, that was something to see. Sound like that's a big cliche right there. Something to see.
So, going with that, when you saw Linval not playing and our run defense was actually better, what do you guys think about going forward? What's going to happen with our defensive line there?
Well, didn't he have surgery? He had surgery yesterday or today?
Yeah, knee surgery. Yeah.
Yeah, meniscus. I'm not concerned, honestly, Bob. I mean, it's the next guy up, right? And that's what they've been preaching forever. And here's a perfect example of it happening. Just like the Gophers again, PJ Fleck's been coaching it, and saying it, and it happens. And Zimmer's been saying it, and here's an example of it happening. So you believe it long enough, it'll happen.
Do your job, right?
Yep.
All right, so what else you guys want to talk about this game? What was the big plays on defense? Other than Kendrick's last-second pass they knocked away.
I think right before that,
Big
the
sack.
play, I think it made it 4th down or it made it 3rd down. I think it was Afadi Odenabo had a tackle for loss on Elliott.
Yep.
That was a huge one.
I think there was a big sack on that drive too. That might have been earlier. That pushed him back out of field goal range.
How about Ham? Ham's blocking.
That was impressive. All night he was just burying those linebackers.
He nailed everybody, didn't he?
Yeah. I know somebody at this table doesn't like CJ Ham. The Haminator.
That's because my girlfriend's Jewish.
Oh. Yeah, right. Hater.
For a while, I've always thought, in today's game, you don't really need a fullback anymore because it's more passing. But if Cook feels much happy with him there, then by all means leave him there. And I absolutely love the screen pass they threw to him last week in Kansas City. That was impressive. Seeing a man that large, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling down the field. I kind of liked it.
Yeah,
so,
popping linebackers. It was awesome.
Yeah. So I'm starting to like the guy a little bit better. I just, it's not just Ham himself. It's the
stay on that
position.
side there a little bit longer. Let's let it roll.
The fullback position to me is kind of a wasted spot. But hey, if you start running back likes having that lead blocker for him there, and so be it. A lot of running backs don't like him no more. They want the ball and find the hole and jump through it. Ham provides an extra blocker for him coming through, and if McCook happy, then so be it. Right?
Did you say find the hole?
That's right. Find the hole.
Sometimes there's too many guys in the way. You gotta get everybody out of there and find the hole.
So you're saying he gets? I won't say it.
Innuendo.
Oh no.
No.
All right, moving on.
Okay. Pardon me.
So,
aren't you glad I showed up?
Oh yeah. Everybody who's not liking this show, blame it on Papa Scott. So it's saying it was dirty mind.
It's all my fault. Dirty mind. I'm not the one talking and saying all this stuff.
Oh yeah, you are. All right. One thing that I was very concerned about this defense, it had me 3 or 4 times we had the team Cowboys 3rd and 14.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
First down. Like, what?
So, 3rd and 8. But on the defense of the defense, some of those catches on the sidelines were unbelievable. I mean, there's no way you can defend that.
True. I mean, there was a touchdown pass that could have been called offensive pass interference. I mean, Dalvin Cook was offensive pass interference in Green Bay, then this definitely was pass interference. But, I guess they don't call it no more.
I know, they consistently call it inconsistent.
Yeah. Unless wearing a green shirt with yellow stripes on it.
Yeah, well, let's not put that image in our heads.
Obviously, green and yellow in the hurl anyway, so it's the same colors. Right?
Right.
I saw somewhere where you're talking about those sideline catches. I saw somewhere, I can't remember where it was, that four of the 17 least likely catches in Week 12 happened in our game, and they were all basically for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Oh no, those 4 were definitely for the Cowboys. I think Rudy's catch on the goal line or for that touchdown may have been 1 as well. So it would have been 5 in that game. But yeah, that's how do you defend that? You can't really defend that except for getting pressure on the quarterback so he can't throw it. And we didn't do that very good.
No, that's another thing I was concerned about. Horrible blitzing. I mean, granted, Cowboys front line is huge and very, very good. Linval may have been missing that aspect, getting some pressure up the middle, but we basically had no pressure on Prescott all night long. I think he had 1 sack the whole game.
Yeah, that's a really tough Dallas offense. Like, they're the number 1 offense in the league, and it's definitely the best offensive line in football.
Yeah, and it showed. I mean,
I was thinking in that game, they were kind of trying to do the option a little bit. Dak was handing that off to Zeke, and it looked like there was opportunities for him to pull it back and keep running. He never did. I was fully expecting that to happen and get burned big time, but either the Vikings had it covered or he was just too chicken to do it. But I thought that was coming and it never did.
Well, either way, I'm glad it didn't.
Oh yeah, me too. But
well, what else do we want to talk about this game? Anything else, or have we beat it to death?
Just that it was really nice to see Rudy heavily involved. I think he's going to be more used down the stretch because and especially once we get Thielen back, it just makes the offense that much more unpredictable. And his size and body control in the red zone is invaluable, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, he had 4 catches for a whopping 14 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yep. Plus he also caught that 2-point conversion too.
True.
Yep.
So, 2 tight ends set because he had Irv Smith out there. He had a decent game for 5 catches. But him and Rudolph out there, Diggs and Thielen, and you have Cook in the backfield. You get ball, players coming from every position. Someone's going to be open. And you have a quarterback's completing 70% of his passes. He's going to find one of them. So it's going to be fun going forward. So hopefully Thielen gets well real quick.
Yeah, and Kirk's decision making was spot on too. I mean, he didn't hesitate. He found the open guy and he didn't hold on to the ball, which is nice to see too.
Yeah, he's throwing the ball away. I'm liking that instead of taking the sack.
Yeah, Zimmer mentioned he's playing fast, and he's really dialed in right now, which is great to see. They definitely look like they're in rhythm, and I think coming out of the bye, then I think you can probably expect to see Thielen back by then.
I don't know what's scarier, Berserker being negative or Zimmer being positive about a quarterback.
What's scary is how fast this beer is going through me.
Oh. Sounds like he needs to take
I'm going to get some
break.
wings and take a break, and I'll be back.
See, getting wings?
Yeah, you want some?
Oh, absolutely. Get right one around, too. Bring the waitress over.
It's
kind of cute.
Who?
Wait, not you, the waitress.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
You're kind of cute, too, about 3 more drinks.
I'll try. All right, so let's take a break then.
All right, let's have a word from our sponsor. We'll be right back. Ben, is your big Viking horn not always so big? When the wife wants to be sacked, you just sit on the sideline? Well, you're not alone. But cheer up. The makers of Viagra have made you the sack master. That's right. Just one purple pill 20 minutes before game time kickoff, and you'll be pushing that purple helmet into the end zone all night. In fact, after you score your touchdown, you will want to go for 2 instead of kicking the extra point. But be warned, you may want to be wearing a safety unless you are planning on having more Viking fans. So call 1-800-BIG-HORN for your free sample today. All right, we're back from our sponsored break. Thank you for our sponsor for paying for some of our bills. I would say all of them, but we're expensive. And there goes Papa over here with a nice round for us, and she has some good looking wings over here.
Oh, man, this stuff's hot.
All right, Papa, I'll take that basket right in front of me.
Huh? Oh.
Oh, those look good.
They are good.
All righty. All righty. Oh, the hot. Oh. Anyway, let's jump into the upcoming game we have this Sunday at noontime. It's funny because I have to say noontime. Where I live, it's a 1 o'clock game, so it always confuses me.
That's why you guys are so backwards there.
We're ahead of you.
Well, then you should know who wins before it's over, right?
My bookie won't take that bet. I tried calling the guy in, out in California, placing a bet. He won't go for it. But this Sunday, we are home against the Denver Broncos, who are 3-6. We are 7-3. They're not good. They're not good. They don't got much on offense nor defense. Right now, the Vikings are favored by 10.5. The over-under is 40. We are averaging 10 points more a game. Defenses, we're giving up 18. They're giving up 19 a game. Total yards on offense, we got them by about 60. Passing's about the same. We run better. Well, yards allowed, they're actually better than us. Actually, after the last game, I can see that. So, we need to put up some points here early. Denver's not going to score much. So,
no, I think they got a pretty decent defense. They're ranked up there.
Yeah, they're only giving up, 16 and a half. I'm sorry, my bad.
It's 18, almost 19 points a game.
Yeah. We're at 18, so less than a point difference between the two of us. They're giving up a lot less yards than us, too. 35 yards less per game than us. They're tough to throw on. Their run defense is average. Better than average, but passing, you give up 212 yards a game.
Yeah, and they've been close in all their games too. So, hopefully this is not a, here comes the Buffalo Bills, we're gonna smoke them, type of game. That can easily happen, especially the guys are looking at a bye next week.
Yeah, they're looking at 2 weeks bye. We just got these guys plus the bye.
Yeah, and Zimmer made comment in the post game. After the game about, he joked with him that he'd see him tomorrow. I think half-heartedly he was probably pretty serious with that. This team has a tendency to kind of go on its laurels a little bit, especially when it has a long break. That Kansas City game, they had 10-day break, and they come out a little flat when they have a break. So hopefully that gets corrected.
Well, as a team, they're grown men getting paid to do a job. You think they'd be ready to come back from their vacation, so to speak, and do their job.
Yeah, I know I am.
Yeah, I sadly am as well. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To do what you got to do. But, I think 10.5 points is too high.
Oh, yeah.
It's the NFL. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we blow them up at 40. I don't care, but...
Exactly.
I just think it's NFL anything above a touchdown is rarely a lot, especially 10.5. But so let's go to Berserker here. Give us your thoughts and prognostic. What's that word? Prostate exam? Prognostication?
It is Movember.
Prognostic. Whatever.
I'm going to tell you what I think's going to happen.
There you go.
You're not going to yell at me.
I think it's,
I know. I leaned
think
into the
prediction.
I mean, and I know you're trying to get closer to the basket of wings, but you know, don't yell at me.
Not the post-diction, but the prediction. All right. We are playing them at home. It is going to be a huge
You are
blowout
correct, sir.
because we have not played poorly against a bad team at home, except for once. And since we already got that out of our system,
Drink. Cut
Drink.
you off before it even happens.
so I think we're going to be running up and down the field and scoring pretty much on every drive. We're not really going to be punting. I think it's going to be a good game, a good day to be a Viking.
Isn't every day a good day to be a Viking?
Well,
Worst
that's
thing
true.
that happens, you die and go to Valhalla, right? Anyway. Well, the injury report for us is still pretty bad. Klein's on there now, concussion.
Yes.
I'm looking at this, I'm seeing Sunday-home going, what? Flashback.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's back, but whatever. Theo and Joseph and Wayne are still there too. So expect Theo to stay there, and Joseph will probably stay there, and hopefully some other people back, and hopefully our injuries don't hurt us. Because now the coaches have a week to figure out how to beat the Vikings with those injuries. Jason, you're awfully quiet. Get too many wings in front of you. Put them back.
All right, let me stop stuffing my face here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a score of 26-13 Vikings, and Dan Bailey. He only needs 1 point to get to 1,000 in his career, so he'll easily get there. And Dalvin will, of course, exceed his milestone as well.
All right, I guess we're on scores already, Papa. Did you know that? I didn't. I think Jason's in a hurry.
That's all right, man.
I
She's
think
cute.
there's more drinks coming or something like that.
Cute and she's cute, and the wings are good.
Yeah, just keep the vodka away from me. Remember that?
It happens. Yeah.
I'll bet he don't remember though.
He doesn't remember. That was something to see.
Oh, was it really?
It's all a blur to me.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh man. So you,
All right.
actually,
So-
I think it's gonna be a tough sledding game, honestly. Anytime you got Von Miller on the field, scary things happen. And I know we're at home and 10-point favorites, but I don't know if I trust that number too much. So I think it's going to be closer than we think. Do you want me to give a score? Do you want me to do that already, or?
Sure, go ahead. Jason's already started the ball rolling. Might as well.
I'm gonna say Minnesota 24, Denver 20. So I'll take the
All right.
over. Take the over and not cover the spread.
All right, Berserk, you want to go next?
42-10 Vikings.
Nice.
Damn, I can't drink now. He's optimistic.
Yeah. How's that?
But to be 42-10 Denver, so I can drink. I'm in the same ballpark as Papa, but a little bit more of a margin. I'm going to go 24-16 Vikings. Not quite covers the spread, but actually put them right at 40, which is the Vegas over-under. So put them right at 40. See what I did there? I did math.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I got my shoes on still. All right. You know what time it is, right?
Peanut butter jelly time.
Yeah. Why? No. Upset special. Guess who got this right last week?
Me, right
Me.
here.
Me.
Me, the Monday night special.
Me too. Miami won again.
Took the Titans. Took the Titans.
You said until they win. That's win number 2. So you can't.
Hey,
you can't
stop
claim
listening
that.
to the show and stuff.
They're no longer. they're no longer underdogs. You know, they're
Yeah, they're a
expected
powerhouse
to win.
now. They
Yeah,
have 2 wins.
yeah, like they're gonna win
Just
again
give them the
this
Super
week.
Bowl championship trophy and be done with it.
Drink,
That's right.
drink.
Drink. All right. I drank. I'm drinking. You don't have to tell me twice. Love these drinks. Need more of them.
So yeah, we nailed it. You know, I think I should get some type of award. You know, 3 points off on the Vikings score, and I nailed the Monday night upset special.
Hello.
You-
So did I.
You can have a little piece of paper that the waitress brings over at the end of the day.
Oh, thanks.
With numbers on it in
With
your name.
numbers on it. That's yours.
Her
It's all
number?
yours. That's your per trophy.
All right. I think Jason's in a hurry here. He's awfully quiet, stuffing his
Yeah.
face over there.
He's got his eye on her or something. Who are you looking at?
Did he pass out again?
No,
Oh, he's got a mouthful.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Didn't you eat before you got here, dude?
Nope. I had a several day hunger strike.
She's sitting on you?
All right. From now on, we have to get here early so Jason can eat before we go on the air. All right, Jason,
all right,
since your
Mr.
hands-
Upset Special.
We'll let Jason go first so we can get back to that basket. What's left of it?
Okay. My upset special.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay shocking the Saints.
I don't think the Saints are losing 2 weeks in a row, but okay. Not like that, anyway. All right, Berserker, you go. Taking Miami.
Bengals.
Now he's in the Bengals.
My only 0 for team left, right? Aren't they the only 0 for?
Yeah,
Yeah, are they even playing?
At Oakland.
yeah. Oakland's favored by 10.5.
Huh.
I can see it.
I can't, but yeah. Cincinnati.
Actually, I don't want to see it. I hope it's not on my TV screen here. All right, Poppy, you want to go next?
Oh, sure. You know, I really want to take the San Francisco, the Arizona Cardinals over San Francisco, but I'm going to go with the red hot Mitchell Trubisky over the Rams in LA.
Okay, that's a pretty good boring game, but
What's that? What's that?
that's not a bad game, I guess.
You guess.
You guys didn't leave me much here.
No.
Less choices here, but
Take the red hot Atlanta Falcons.
that's where I'm going, man. I'm going to Falcons and Panthers. And they won one in a row. They won the Super Bowl last week against New Orleans. So I'm going to go with the Falcons, rolling into Carolina. Anyway, I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes. So, back to the Broncos game.
Yeah.
You think we're going to run the ball more, throw the ball more? How are we going to win? Jason, the basket of wings are done. Can you speak
Okay.
now? Can you
Yep.
speak now? All right.
Yep. No, I think.
Hold on. Wipe your mouth, man. Wipe your mouth.
It's on your chin there.
Oh, here we go.
I don't want chickens flying at us.
Okay. No, I definitely think that it's going to be a similar game plan to what we did against Washington. I think there's going to be a heavy dose of Cook and a lot of screens to offset Von Miller. I think we're going to move the pocket with the bootlegs to slow down, their pass rush. But I think, a good dose of C.J. Ham smashing into their linebackers will be the way to go. I think we're going to grind it out, and that's why I predicted a 26-13. I think we're gonna have a couple touchdowns and maybe like 4 field goals. On defense, it's Brandon Allen at quarterback for the Broncos, who was a 6th-round pick a couple years ago, and he has 1 career start under his belt, so I think it's going to be a long night for him.
A great quarterback that hasn't played much. He'll throw 15 touchdown passes the first half, right?
It's that drink again. Drink.
Oh, shit, Charles. Yes. Sorry.
Way to go, Zerker. Give him the Jedi mind meld to get the negativity through his head.
This guy is not going to have 2 seconds to throw. They have I believe it's the 3rd worst offensive line in terms of giving up sacks. So I think Griffin and Hunter are going to make this guy see stars by the end of the night.
Good.
Yeah, can I take my pick back and add all of Denver's points to Minnesota? 44-0. After listening to that.
Nah, I still think it's going to be closer. I mean, these are grown men.
It is.
NFL players are all there for a reason. It's not too often you really see a blowout. But
it's not often to see what?
A blowout.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Blow out. I said out.
Well, you said, yeah, and then I heard this burp, and I'm like,
yeah.
That's rude, man. Excuse you.
It wasn't me.
No, I think Minnesota's going to come out. They're going to run the ball. Obviously, they're going to score early touchdown. They're going to get ahead. They're going to kind of lollygag. Kirk Cousins is going to end up throwing an interception for a touchdown. It's going to be. Yeah, all right. It's going to be 21-20 late in the game, and Dan Bailey will kick a long field goal to go up 24-20, and defense will shut him down, and everybody be bitching about Cousins for a week and a half, because then they go into what are we going to Seattle?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's going to be fun.
I was quickly look at the rest of the schedule, the rest of the season. Green Bay doesn't have much.
I'll say.
Yeah, every
pussy for quarterback. Other than that.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. I meant to play tough opponents still.
Oh,
they don't really have much.
Sorry.
Let me see if I can punch them up real quick and take a look at it.
Yeah, why is it when you punch up Packers, all of a sudden immediately comes up bad calls? I don't know why that.
I guess the better than the pulling side, they actually punched up and said, "Well, Packers."
Yeah.
What?
Something.
Anyway, looking at Green Bay's remaining schedule.
Yeah.
They have coming up with the Niners, so that's a good one. They're on the bias week. Niners, and they have the Giants, Redskins, Bears, Vikings, Lions. Yeah.
I see 3 losses.
The Giants could be interesting if there's snow out there.
Right, because Green Bay's never played in the snow before, right?
That's right.
Son of a bitch. I was thinking 49ers.
Yeah, but it snows in San
Francisco. I'm going to drink
too.
again. Drink some more.
I see 3 losses. 3 losses on there.
Well, the Viking schedule is pretty tough.
You can tell I'm a homer.
Seahawks, Lions, at the Chargers, Packers, and Bears. Dope Bears.
Yeah.
It was like 17 years in a row. Now we played the Bears last game of the year.
Yeah.
Seems like that, isn't it? And the Packers, the second last game of the year. It's like these Viking, the NFL schedule makers, real tough job. She was the same ones last year. Anyway, I have nothing else but more drinks in front of me. I'm looking forward to getting into those without having to talk. You guys got anything else?
Without having the talk?
Meaning myself. I wanted to say
to talk. I thought you said the talk. Never mind. No, I got nothing, man. I'm ready to hit the green line.
The green line.
You don't know about the green line? Oh, that's right. You're not a Gopher fan. Sorry.
I love the Gophers, but you remember I don't live around here.
Well, I know. It's all right. The green line is the light rail. Green line. It takes you right by the stadium.
Oh, we have green out here too. It takes you to Fenway Park in Boston.
Yeah, but who cares about Fenway Park? Skull to the bowl. That's what I gotta say. Wink, wink.
Berserk, you get anything?
I was drinking. Leave me alone.
Chip. Jason, you get another basket of fries and wings over there?
Yeah, man. I'm, like I said, I was on a hunger strike for 2 days, so I gotta make it up.
I think you're doing a pretty good job over there. You can either get some wet naps for this guy or hose him down afterwards. Thank you for joining, everybody. See you next week. Skull.